I'm here with Bobby Lea and Clay Murfet of Team SmartStop, presented by Mountain Khakis, and we're here to talk about the Tucson Bicycle Classic. Clay, why don't you walk us through the first road stage?
So on Saturday we did an 80-mile road race out near Green Valley, and it was a pretty hard race. We were pretty aggressive through the middle and the start, and then it started to get really windy at the end, and the group split from about 80 guys to about 40. 4 of us made the split, and then coming into the sprint it was pretty windy, headwind. The team looked after me, kept me out of the wind, and I jumped on Eric Young from Optum, and I got across the line in 3rd place, but they gave me 2nd through a relegation, so it was a good day. We ended up doing well. So
yeah, it was a good day, and it was also a good learning opportunity for us as we're coming together as a team and learning how to ride together. So we made a few mistakes along the way, but thankfully we were able to make up for them at the end, and come away from it with a good game plan and a way to improve for the circuit race on Sunday.
And with that, can you talk about the final stage and briefly go over how the circuit race went?
Yeah, the circuit race was going to be an interesting day because while we were out of the GC battle, we still had to pay attention to that when we were making our game plan for the day. And so we looked to have Clay and I sit in and save our legs for what we thought was going to be the inevitable field sprint. And the rest of the guys were able to be aggressive, cover moves, and really look to be opportunistic and try and sneak into a breakaway that could potentially go to the line. But as it worked out, it came down to a bunch sprint at the end, and Clay and I got a bit separated with 1K to go, and I ended up moving from the Optum train to the Jelly Belly guys and kind of worming my way up towards 4th place on the line.
And what was the finish like? Was it chaotic or controlled? Who had control, and were there any other elements involved?
Oh, the finish was absolutely chaotic. We expected Optum to take control, but it was 65 k's an hour into the last turn and 6 or 7 guys across the line. So it was 2 guys here, 3 guys there, some Jelly Belly, some Optums, Clay and I, some of the P&S specialized team. So it was a total free-for-all and mad dash to the line.
But on a positive note, the team rode awesome. We had a game plan, we stuck to it, we stayed as a team, and it was one of the better road races we've done as a team. And we're probably the most dominant team on stage 3, so it's a good start of the year, and we're ready to keep on going through San Dimas and Redlands.
Yeah, it was a good positive step in the right direction in terms of coming together and gelling as one cohesive unit. So, we'll check off Tucson Bicycle Classic and look ahead to San Dimas next week.
Thanks, guys.